And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bulldogs offense will start this game off. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Rides to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's third down. Dropping back, it's Bullock. Fires to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So Delaware's offense will get the ball for the first time. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need him.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. A running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quickly to the tight end. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Blue Hens will bring the punt team onto the field. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. This drive will open from the 15. Off-play action on first down. Grab near the marker. It's Finley. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Looking to throw, it's Bullock. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Finley. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Back to pass on 2nd down. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. And the Bulldogs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Now Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. The Bulldogs trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Wants to pass. Trying to bull his way in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. And after that strong play on 1st down, they're right on the cusp of a score. 2nd and goal. They'll try to slam it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Trying to punch it in. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll start this drive going to the air. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now. He is dialed in, locked in. Really nice job on that coverage.
The Blue Hens will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. So they've put up some early points, and now to build up. Nothing lead. Under fire. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Wants to throw. It's Bullock. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Secures it at the 30. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And the Blue Hens will have a first down. That's the end of the period. It's Louisiana Tech holding the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Wants to throw on first down. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Looking for more room. Touchdown Bulldogs! The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They're testing the right side here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's taking the shot. He's got it on the left. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
What a beautiful throw and catch. And I'll tell you, sometimes when you're throwing the go route, you can overanalyze things and think, what coverage do we want it against? What matchup are we looking for? But if I've got a guy outside that I know can go make a play, I don't care. I'm throwing it up, and I'm letting him go make a play.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
Motion from the back. To the air on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Got his man. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Awesome job there on 3rd down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down, he finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Caught in the backfield, it's Silver. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The Blue Hens will punt it away on 4th down. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking for a man, it's Bullock. Pocket breaking down, and he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Powers ahead, gets 4, he's down at the 10. And the Bulldogs are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Right back to the well. Makes a man miss. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. The give to the single back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Quarterback adapted. That's caught. It's Patterson. Turns it on in midfield. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another 1st down here on 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody... and touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
It'll be 3rd and long. Bring in the heat. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And the Blue Hens decide to punt it away. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the shotgun, the inside give. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
Really nice first down run. And you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can catch the football. He can block. This guy can do it all.
Off play action. Looking to the big tight end. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. To throw, it's Bullock. Caught over the middle, it's Jackson. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. They'll run the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Caught in the backfield, it's Finley.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Even with minimal gain on the return, they are working with a short field from the 36.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand. Now you have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
It's complete on the right side. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Is down at the 14 after that grab.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Delaware.
And finally, the offense strikes, man. Puts a drive together, gets points right at the end of the first half. Kudos to their defense, keeping them in it. Now you got some momentum. Figure some things out at halftime. Right back in this ballgame.
Bringing it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. The run from the shotgun. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. 2nd down coming up. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable first half so far. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Louisiana Tech about to kick it off to start this second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. Low-scoring first half, but now an opportunity to get things off on the right foot here in the third quarter.
Well, and the good thing is you had time to go in the locker room. You had time to discuss what they're doing, what our plan of action is now moving forward, Palmer. They might have caught them off guard a little bit. They know they should have made some adjustments.
Yeah, you had a chance to regroup and go back and think about, okay, where do we think we have our best chance of success in this game? Which side of the offensive line can we run to? Which guy can we throw to hopefully now have a much better second half?
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. Play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. But man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
The Blue Hens need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. The play action fake. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Quickly out to the tight end. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but put... points up would be huge here. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. They'll try the run. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Brown will throw it. Got his man quickly. Turning it on. To running room. Touchdown, Blue Hens. And that one will give them the lead.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it from the gun. Trucks through the defender. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Wilkerson. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. And the Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignment. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. They're setting up the screen. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter.
Nice job. Had a little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
On the move. And the Blue Hens are stopped, but not before getting the 1st down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
Backed up at the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Brown wants to pass. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And you get more and more hits in the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic.
It's a seam wide open. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. The Blue Hens are flying down the field. Using his legs, it's Silver. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. Well, after not getting a thing done on 1st down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Looking to fire. Trying to beat the D deep. Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Quickly complete. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. Now on second down. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Jackson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Back to pass. It's Bullock. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold. Offense.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. They're in makeable field goal range, but on fourth down with this deficit, they'll leave the offense on the field. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And he should have enough for a Louisiana Tech first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Right on the money. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier.
Gonna take a shot. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up. We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Louisiana Tech is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Brown will throw it. Quick completion on the out. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. And the Blue Hens come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Setting up the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Sometimes the timing of the screenplay, it takes a little bit of time to get some depth and a little bit of acting by the quarterback and the running back. Well, they didn't win an Oscar. Let's put it that way. Not good acting. That play went nowhere. The screen pass was not successful.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute. The Blue Hens will call on their punt team. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his...
Oh, a lot of space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to throw. It's Bullock. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. And the Bulldogs really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Dumps it to the back. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. The hand to the running back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. And the Blue Hens with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Buying some time. A little floater there that falls incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and where's that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
The Blue Hens send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain.
And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Takes the handoff. It's Silver. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Blue Hens with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's a heat. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Looking for the end zone. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
The Blue Hens line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin them deep. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Back to throw, it's Bullock. Fires on the move. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Grabbed behind the line. It's Jackson.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the first on the ground like that. We're in a one-possession game. You've got all 3 timeouts. I think you got to start burning them here to save some clock.
And without that spin move, I'm not sure he would have gone very far at all, but a solid pickup on the play. Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide, but to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the corner.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Throws to the tight end. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Brown wants to pass. Fakes to grab. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
What a great individual effort here in this 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision.
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. 3-point lead, put together a great drive here, Jesse. You can turn it into a 2-possession game.
Let's do that. Let's get a touchdown on the board. Let's find out where our playmakers have the best matchups. Let's exploit those, David.
Man, it would put our defense in such a great position. 4th quarter, 2-possession lead. It makes it easy to play defense.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. On the ground, it's Wiggins. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. What a disappointment. No good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3.
And look, I know there's not a lot of time left, David, but that's a big miss. Obviously, if he hits it and forces the other team to need to score a touchdown to win, now he's left the door just a bit open here. And we've seen crazy things happen in college football.
Yeah, and crazy things need to happen because you still got to make a few plays to get down the field with very little time on the clock. But now there is hope. You've got a chance. And the other kicker on the other sideline better be getting warmed up.
Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with... seconds left.
And man, this is a tough spot to be in as this offense. And the defense is so deep, and you wonder if that's why they threw the ball underneath. But golly, with the clock where it is, you have to get somewhere down the field.
Fires toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, and the final drive of the game comes up empty. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think, would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more turnovers? I think that rhythm you're talking about, Jesse, finding those things that I do well, building on them, and doing more of them.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.